Astro.
Hey, Thick.
Hey, we're doing a Rogue One review.
Yeah, we went and saw the Star Wars movies.
Yeah, we did. We're nerds. All right, so I think you're the best person to tell people about the spoilers and let them know what not to do.
Right. If you have not seen this movie, don't watch this video because we're going to spoil it.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about spoilers. So if you do want to watch this video, see the movie first, then come back to the video and watch it.
So let's get into it. Rogue One takes place in between episodes 3 and episodes 4. It's about the spies who obtain the plans to the Death Star.
Right.
So we start off with Jyn Erso, who is played by Felicity Jones, and she's the daughter of Galen Erso, played by Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, I like Mads Mikkelsen. I had no idea he was in this film.
Yeah, he's a great actor. He plays a guy who is possibly the only person that anybody knows in the galaxy who can build a ball that blows up planets.
He's a Death Star engineer.
Yep.
He's a guy that came up with it all.
He's the only one.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even fish for, they didn't even interview. They're like, I know one guy.
Yeah.
We got to get this one guy.
You think anybody else would have been able to do it?
No,
No,
there's
just one dude.
So it starts off with him and his family. Orson Krennic, played by Ben Mendelsohn.
Krennic, yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed him as a villain. He reminded me kind of the villain in Inglourious Bastards. Yeah, just very, very swarmy. I enjoyed him. Like he was good.
Yeah. They find Galen, Jin's dad.
And then they kill her mom.
Yeah, bye, Mom.
Yeah. And then he tells Jyn to go hide under a rock.
And then Forrest Whitaker finds her.
Forrest Whitaker, who's in the movie for 5 minutes. I was hoping, man, that kind of blew my mind with his character. I was so expecting to see way more of him. And then he shows up, he's in a couple scenes, and then he's gone.
Yeah, he's like the crazy militant who huffs paint, and then he's gone.
Yeah.
He's
He's got a big fat tentacle monster in the back.
Yeah.
That I guess helps people tell the truth. I don't know what was going on there.
It molests people until they tell the truth.
I heard you need me. Oh, you got a rebel out there? He's got some Death Star plans. I'm gonna stick it up him.
Yeah, that kind of begins the story, and the rebels end up capturing Jyn from an Imperial prison because they need her.
Yeah, they break her out. She starts off as a kid, and then it flashes forward to when she's grown up. Not a lot was explained to me, like what happened in between there.
Right.
I guess at some point she feels disenfranchised by both the Empire and the rebels. She's just like, fuck all of you. I just want out. I guess, yeah, she got captured by the Empire at some point, and then the rebels break her out, kidnap her, save her at the same time. And that's where we are introduced to Kay, the robot. I love this.
The best character in the movie.
Best character in the movie is a fucking robot. That shouldn't happen, man.
Unless it's RoboCop.
Yeah, best character in the film, or the comic relief was the droid.
Yeah,
and
I think it's because he had a lot of zingers.
he did. Yeah, no, he was a funny character. He was, he was kind of he was a smart ass 3PO.
You've got the defecting Imperial pilot who was sent by Jyn Erso's dad, Galen,
Yeah.
to deliver a message. Here's my problem. The only problem, because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Yeah, I did too.
this movie.
I enjoyed the film overall.
But here's my problem. I'm going to send you a message that's going to tell you where these plans are. Why not just send a message with the plans? Abstro, just bear with me for a moment.
Right.
I've got a flash drive. I'm looking at it right now. More than one file fits on that.
Yeah, you could
So
have-
I could give you footage and audio.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know, man. Yeah, he could have copied the plans, put them somewhere else. They seemed really easy to do when they were doing it.
Yeah, they were using like old school discs.
Yeah.
Like the big floppy discs.
He had an A drive in there.
Okay, this could have ended a long time ago.
Yeah. then we wouldn't have had a movie.
Yeah, Jyn would have still be in prison. Now, we did see some new planets. Jeddah, home of the Jeddah Burger, and home of the Jedi.
I noticed
the
that
Jedi
too.
Temple
I
was.
love that one shot with the statue. It looked like a fallen Jedi temple, but it looked like it was holding a lightsaber, but it had been
Yes.
just buried for years. I was like, I want to know more about this place. And then they left.
I think you're going to see Jeddah in the next Star Wars film. So you
Maybe.
might see it in Episode 8,
Maybe.
which it was referenced in 7, where they said some people think that Luke went off to the first Jedi Temple, which would have been on Jeddah.
Well,
So
he's going to find a big crater when he gets there.
yeah, unless there's some sort of mysterious thing going on there that we don't know about.
Yeah. That took me by surprise. I did not expect them to fire the Death Star. I mean, obviously it didn't have the power that it does in A New Hope, but still, it's just a destructive force.
Yeah.
But I don't know why in my head I was like, they obviously can't fire the thing because it's not operational yet. No, they fired the thing a couple times.
Yeah.
They do some serious damage, which is awesome.
Not even a warning shot. They're just like, hey,
Yeah.
boom, let's
And I like
hit it.
Like, I love that little detail of learning that the crystals or whatever that they mine for that's used to power the Death Star is the same type of crystal used to power a lightsaber.
Lightsabers,
Like, that's
yeah.
why it's so powerful. I was like, that's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a good little adds to the mythology a little bit. Gives me something new about the Death Star I didn't know about.
Yeah, and the characters in this Cassian Andor. There
He
wasn't a
was
lot
alright.
of depth to it.
Yeah, that was the thing. A lot of the side characters didn't do much for me. Like they didn't. I mean, they had a little bit of personality, but the only characters I really enjoyed that I wanted to see more of were Kay the robot, and then the blind guy who had the Force.
Uh-huh.
Like really enjoyed his character. I was like, I want to see more of this guy, but everybody else was just kind of
Yeah, I liked Jin.
But she
Yeah.
was serviceable, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like I don't know. It's like nothing about her really appealed to me. It was like, okay, she's mad at the Empire and the rebels, and then her daddy dies, and now she's fighting for the rebels.
Yeah.
Just it's like, oh, okay, all right.
Well-
It was a big turn for me. It's like it didn't.
Well,
I-
he gave
I
her
felt-
a purpose. She lost purpose when she lost him,
Mm-hmm.
and then when she found him, she had purpose again. That's how I kind of saw
Okay,
it.
yeah. Well, I mean, she was fighting for her father. It's like, okay, her father was on this mission. She picks up the mission because daddy dead. I almost felt like this movie had too many characters. Like, Forrest Whitaker's character, to me, was useless. Okay, he was there, and he's gone, but, I mean, he wasn't really used for anything other than just like, okay, I'm this guy that took you out of the hole. I gave you a pistol. You ran off. You came back to me. Your daddy sent me a message.
I agree with you there. There's a disconnection between those two characters. You need to see more of what they went through together in order to have something
Yeah.
meaningful in that scene where they come together again. I thought it was a decent amount of characters. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
think
who
it was
else?
too
like,
crowded.
there was the guy with like the big guns and everything that was hanging out with
yeah,
the
the
blind
Asian
guy.
guys.
Yeah.
And their names were Baze Malbus and Chirrut Imwe.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed their relationship, but again, like the movie didn't give them enough time to develop beyond anything of just, hey, here's this cool guy and his buddy.
Yeah.
It's like, and that's all it was, which is fine. It was serviceable for the film, but yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to love more characters in this, and I really just thought they were okay.
They didn't have a lot of time
Yeah,
to
there was
develop
no depth.
them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I feel like there were too many. I wish they would have tightened it up a little bit, given us maybe fewer characters, but spent more time with those fewer characters.
Okay. I think, the movie could have been longer. Those characters could have been developed more. I mean, overall, I still liked the movie. And I liked it better than The Force Awakens.
And
The
I
characters
didn't-
in Force
yeah.
Awakens have more depth, but I'm glad this wasn't a everyone lives happily ever after story.
No, yeah, everyone dies. which was cool.
Everyone.
Like, yeah, I'm glad they had the balls to do that.
Yeah.
And that's what I did want from the film. I will say, like, the last half of this movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, to me, it was like, okay, takes a little while to get going, but man, once that battle starts, it's just like, I'm in. This is fun. I'm having a good time.
Some notable cameos in the film. We saw the guys from the Cantina in A
Oh,
New
yeah,
Hope.
Balchin and that guy.
Yeah, R2 and C-3PO were in it briefly.
Yeah, a
They
little
didn't
bit.
need to be.
Nope. No, it was just a little. Yeah, I mean, this movie had a lot of little fan servicey moments.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
some of it worked for me, some of it didn't.
Yeah.
One thing that took me completely by surprise was Tarkin. I had no idea that they were going to go full CG. I thought it looked really good for what it was. You could tell it was CG.
Yeah.
But when they first walked up to him, you saw the back of the head. I was like, oh, okay, it's Tarkin.
And then when he turned, you're like, whoa!
I was like, I didn't expect him to turn. I didn't expect him to go that far with, man, we're going to try to add Tarkin in this movie. And I thought for what it was, it worked. I mean, it obviously isn't the original actor. The original actor's been gone for a while.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that they were able to do that is like, holy fuck, like, that's amazing.
I was on the fence with that because when he turned around, I was like, oh, no way. And then I realized it was CG, and it pulled me out of the movie for a minute. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, I'm looking at
There
this
was that
technically.
shock, yeah.
Yeah, so I almost wish they would have just used a different actor, someone
Yeah.
who kind of looked like him. And same with Leia, because you saw Leia at the end,
Right,
and,
right,
and
yeah,
she was
Leia.
CG, and they did a great job with it, but you can still tell.
We're older. We know the original movies. We know that actor's dead. So our brains go, that's not possible. That's
Right.
got to be fake. But if you were watching the film and you had no connections to that, you might be like, oh, okay, that's just another actor. Like they could have hit it well enough where you just don't even notice it. We obviously notice it because we know that actor's dead.
Yeah, we also saw Bail Organa. That's Princess Leia's.
Yeah,
like,
played by the same guy that was in the
Jimmy
prequel
Smits.
trilogy. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, there he is.
He looked a little bit rough around the edges. Mm-hmm. We also saw Gold Leader. He was one of the X-Wing pilots.
I know there was a couple of them, right?
Yeah, the one very noticeable one was Gold Leader.
Yeah, and I just, my brain just went like, holy shit, those are the same guys from A New Hope. And I don't know who those actors are. I guess they must have archive footage or they used footage from the original to have those guys in there. But I was impressed that they did that because I was like, yeah, that's pretty amazing that they went to that trouble.
Let's talk about Vader.
Oh, God. I want a Vader movie. Just give me an hour and a half of Vader, like, just pissed off and
Yeah.
kicking ass. I think that's what made that third act work so well, is that little bow tie at the end of it. Was
Oh,
just like,
yeah.
oh, my God. That scene where, yeah, he just just goes full on tearing through these like group of rebels, man, and just kicks the shit out of them. I want more of that because that was amazing.
Yeah.
Just like he was you felt it. It was like this guy is an unstoppable force, and everybody should be scared of him. It's almost just like I wish he were in the movie more because he's not in there a lot, you
Right.
know? Every scene he's in there, I love. Like when they first show up, I guess it's his castle. I don't know where it's at, but it looks like it's on Mustafar.
Yeah, and he's in like this.
Yeah, but he looks like he's in
tube of water.
a tank and like he's like hurt, but it like that kind of was reminiscent of that one scene in Empire, you know, where the helmet comes down on him. So you
Yeah.
kind of get a peek into how fucked up he really is, like pain-wise.
The last 30 minutes of that movie, I
Yeah.
think, really, really worked, and the transition going from, you know, where they left off into A New Hope.
Yeah, I wanted to I wanted to go home and watch A New Hope immediately.
Yeah.
It was like I want to pick that up because that's pretty interesting.
That's it for our review. I think we touched on everything.
Yeah.
I think we gave a pretty decent opinion about it. Our
I think
opinions.
so, yeah. It's a solid film, albeit unnecessary film. But
Yeah.
still fun. It's you know, if you're a fan of Star Wars, yeah, by all means, check it out.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Star Wars.
But
you
here's
wanna
what
see
I
it.
want them to do, man. And I know they're not doing this anytime soon because they got the Han Solo movie coming out.
I wish they didn't.
Yeah.
No, that's.
I want them to go somewhere original. You got this giant Star Wars universe.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we sticking so close to this Death Star, Star Destroyers, like all these characters? I know people love these characters, but you could do so much more in this universe if you just got away from all that and did your own thing. And I guess Disney would be concerned about starting up a whole new story.
Yeah.
So they want to stay within the story.
and then
but-
you disenfranchise
yeah.
what
but-
what you built on.
but I mean, even something like Knights of the Old Republic, where okay, this is set 3,000 years before this even happened. Give me that. Give me something completely original, set in the same universe, with some of the same stuff, lightsabers, things like that. But yeah, I want something a little bit more original than okay. Now we're gonna do a Han Solo movie. Oh, we got a Yoda film. It's like okay, come on, you're getting a little out of hand.
My biggest concern is that they're going to redo A New Hope, Empire, and
They already
Jedi.
did. They already redid A New Hope. It was
Oh
called,
yes,
it was called The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. No, but like a complete like. Oh, we're gonna put Ashton Kutcher as Han Solo.
Oh God.
Yeah, don't do anything like that. But
No.
anyways, guys, thanks for listening to us.
Yeah, I want to know what other people think, though. I'm curious. I'll be reading the comments on this one. Please comment.
Yeah, let us know what you think, guys.
Ugh.
Diggy-dang-dang, diggy-dang-dang, bitty-bop-boop-bop-de-beat-a-bop-boop-bop-de-diddle-dang.